Might as well get things started. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday, which means it's time for some City Heroes. This week we begin a new character. The random number generator gave us another Dominator. Weirdly enough, it gave us Radioactive Assault, which is the kind of the sister set to the radioactive melee that we started with, or scrapper that we. So it has the same sort of mechanic with contamination. And then as a fire dominator, we have a lot of extra damage. We actually have a damage aura effect as part of our primary. We will be focusing a lot on our melee strikes because of wanting to be in melee for hot feet, which means we'll also probably be taking a lot of survival things like combat jumping and the toughness. Well, we may as well get started. The first thing we gotta do is set up a couple of death from belows and see what we can get there. Alright. Well, let's see what we can get gathered up. And it is winter in the city, so the pools are actually frozen into ice. Oh. Yes. To unhook that. To team. We got Mastermind. Spider. Oh. We got ourselves a scrapper. I presume this is zombie. Yep, zombie radiation. That might actually be a really good combination. Oh, I guess I put Dominator first. Or what? And I'm surprised that we aren't getting more bites. Yeah, it's not currently snowing that I can see. And we done got a Which illusion of darkness, okay. Alright, so we got ourselves a full team. Group below. Alrighty. And here we go. Boy. There's 7. Ooh, lose somebody? Too loud for me. Ooh. Good gift. Darn thing. Yeah, lost our darn corruptor. Huh. That's unfortunate. Let's see what that does. Lost our corruptor, but they just whispered me saying they don't know what happened. Oh. That's weird. Really? Yeah. I have no idea. Okay. The, system's being weird. Oh well. There we go. Got him dominated. This will probably be a little slow for a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll be able to skip fire cages on this character. Wonders. Huh. Anyways, so the problem with my radiation stuff is I will have to actually not use it on the boss here because of the badge. Oh, there's another level. Yeah, well, I don't think I want to skip out on the Armageddon. I mean, I will still have... I have 3 sources of the minus res proc. They don't technically all stack. But Armageddon is still really good set bonus all on its own. Oh, come on. Die, Mortificator. Go up there. I have Domination up at least. Oh, crap. Come on. Where'd you go? Let's see if we can get lucky and get the badge. Ah! They are not happy. Come on. Oh. What's up, Val? I'm doing good today. I'm glad you stopped by before going to bed. It's always nice to see you. How are you doing this evening? Well, aside from... Oh well. Apparently we didn't get it. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Oh. Well, I guess I'll be taking fire cages no matter what. Okay. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you picked it up. I hope you enjoy it. I did very much enjoy One Piece Odyssey. It was not my favorite game of the year. That's Unicorn Overlord. Well, that would be Unicorn Overlord. I absolutely loved that game, but it was. I still thought One Piece Odyssey was a pretty good game. I had to fix my bars here. Yeah, I very much hope you enjoy it. Yeah. You have a good night. Sleep well. Going. Yeah, we going? Oh, I'm held. Stupid aberrant reactors. Alright. Alright. Let's get this armament. Aberrant reactor. Reactor. Oh. My endurance bar is empty. Alright. That's a surprise. I guess it's not too much of a surprise. Domination's going. Get this boss locked down. Oh. Tom volley are probably stronger. X-ray. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking about how we're gonna build this. Don't think I'll need Atom Smasher. Well, yeah, I don't think I'll need Atom Smasher. Oh boy. Fire control is not friendly on the endurance bar, is it? Yes, this is new. This is a new tune. I managed to get Zappy Girl up to 50, so the RNG gave us another Dominator. This is like the third control primary set character in a row. Retrievable. Let's get our travel power. Alright. But we're on a fire control radiation Dominator now. Shut up, Sneaks. Yeah, we've actually we've done a Dominator on stream before. It was Plant Fire. So it's kind of like weird how your Snakes don't frown at me or come in here bad-mouthing seals. You deserve yelled at. But, anyways, as I was saying, we had Fire Assault before, and now we have a Fire Control set, which is quite a bit different. And again, we're gonna have terrible pets because the little imp gremlin things from, Fire Imps are not, you get 3 of them, but they don't do a whole lot. They just kind of run around and melee things. Where? All right. All right. Oh, I didn't get to level 7 there. Jeez. That's bad. Ooh, Ice Storm. That will probably be... Ice Storm is probably really good. Yeah, oh, sure. Sorry, I'm trying to double check. Oh, okay. Alright, so... Alright, so we'll have to replace the 4 people who left. And then we'll go again. Alright, so there's that. Alrighty, did I turn off the thing? General, where is Lanius? Learning. I think I turned the thing off again, somehow. Mouse, key mapping, graphics. Windows. Really? Still going bus? Okay, there it goes. Man, really? Oh yeah, the storm debuffs are really good. Pairing it with Ice Blast, like the extra hold off Ice Blast, and the nuke being the tier 9 nuke from Ice Blast being a patch thing. Combining that with the Ice Slick from Storm is probably fairly potent. But, I remember, if I'm thinking right, there is a hill here that... Oh, okay. Here we go. But, especially being a corruptor, since if I recall right, the lightning storm from Storm actually benefits from Scourge. Some of those they are somewhat inconsistent with how some of those work, but I've seen certain pseudo pets be working with Scourge before. Oh, you should have the, you're level 41, you should have, Thunderstorm available to you. It looks like we're going with... Oh, by left. Maybe. I popped out. Oh well. Alright, I guess we're gonna go with 6. What was that? Oh, Alright, there we go. Oh, hey, I guess we had somebody who was in the queue. That's weird. But I swear when I leveled Electric Blast on a Corruptor, I had an Electric Blast Empathy Corruptor of all things come up as one of my tunes. I swear I saw Voltic Sentinel triggering Scourge because I put Voltic Sentinel as a different color. So I would see its blast independently, and I swear I saw Scourge crop up when I Uh-oh. There we go. So if Voltic Sentinel triggers Scourge, I can't imagine Lightning Storm not. It means Tornado might too. Come on. You stay crowd controlled. There we go. There's 7. Save Domination for save Domination for the boss. Guess we'll ask about badges early here. One down here. All right. You jerk. I'm missing on things. Alright. Alright. Last time. Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a very fitting, like, thematically appropriate combo, as far as that goes. Especially, like, we'll have some really freaking ugly imps when we get to that point, but I think it might be good, because, you have, the contamination effects from Radiation Melee. So, like, Radiation Siphon and Devastating Blow will have their free cleave. So you'll want to be in. You will want to be in melee, anyways, and that will work with the fire hot feet ability. Let's need some endurance. Any of that yet? All right. And I expect this character will require. I don't imagine I will be going for perma-hate or perma-domination on this character. I think I will need survival. This is going to be a melee a lot, and I bet this character is going to pull aggro real good. Uh-oh. I'm immobilized. Help. It is nice to see a, you see that the contamination thing isn't just on the melee specs, or the melee classes. It being ported to Dominators is really cool. Like, I kind of expect that I can skip a lot of the AoE powers in it and let Hot Feet and Fire Cages be my main AoE sources. And just rely on the cleave off Proton Volley and Proton Volley and Devastating Blow. We have 2 more groups. I expect it to be a decently powerful combination. My worry is survival. But I do have Bonfire. Bonfire will help for survivability. I mean, yes, I'm going to take the Disorient and the Hold, but, like, those aren't really damage powers. Oh, shoot. I need to get rid of Fire Cages, too. Hey, I'll take Flash Fire, I just won't... Like, it's a fairly long cooldown. For something that I'm relying on damage for. I mean, well, as an Ice Storm, you can kinda... You can avoid being in melee. Alright, let's see if we actually got that. Oh, hey, rare invention salvage. We actually... Yes, we did. I think for the most part, I'm planning on being melee because of Hot Feet. You know, fire control and all that. Or am I trying? Oh, speaking of snakes, no, bad. Don't you even dare. Honestly, you can say goodbye to my entire endurance bar now. Oops. Truth be told, my main concern about those characters is their endurance. Prior controller I had never really got their endurance under control. Except for when Rady, when she had recovery aura. That helped her a lot. Nope, I'm asleep. And I just remember my fire empathy controller having a lot of endurance issues even after she got high enough that she had all of the recovery effects added into her. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Oh, I can move that down there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna... This character's probably gonna need cardiac anyways. But I think Hot Feet by itself is kind of like once I get that enhanced, the endurance problems will slow off a little bit. If I recall, that thing's Hot Feet kind of sucks endurance. Oh, come on. I guess I don't need the track buffs, do I? Well, let's see. That. Ow. Doesn't give... Set-wise, doesn't give a, any strict boost. I did not hit you. If you want me to hit you, I will come over there and hit you, snakes. Oh, there we go. Reduce the endurance cost of that. Oh, poor people getting got by the bubbles. Oh, hey, we have a bunch of those. There we go. Oh, targeting went away there. There it is. You. Come on. Come on, game. We're saying it's recharged. Domination bar's full, right? Yeah. There we go. Game didn't wanna... The game didn't want to let me activate domination. I'm actually somewhat surprised that, Huffy didn't drop there. There's a positron forming. I'm gonna try and get into that real quick. Hopefully they didn't fill in the moment that it took me to politely leave the team. Alright, let's go get some enhancements here. Oh, enjoy your dinner, Myers. That sounds pretty decent, JJ. Guess that Posy doesn't have a thought. Oh, well. I don't so much build anymore. Well, I don't build all that much. I focus on leveling things, but that's because I'm an insane person. Darn. And it's not so much that I don't like maxing out builds on 50s, it's just I don't like doing it by throwing a ton of money and merits from previously existing characters over. I kind of like to do them... I like to bring them up bit by bit. I like the actual progression of building the character. But a lot of the time I spend on 50s is just going through story arcs in Ouroboros for fun. An hour? Oh. Let's see if we can get a pod. Do I hear... no, it just must be random noise. I could have sworn that I heard invasion explosions. Weird, because it looks like the war walls are up. Alright, let's see what mess of a posse we can get into. Why do you say things like that, Sneaks? Why? My chat break? No, it's still there. Nope. Now, Snakes, it would look like that if I had flying and a backpack. You're drunk again. I feel as though I put that emote in just as a reaction to everything Snake says. Alright, so that's 5. Oh, you can handle it, Snakes. You're a big boy. Yep. Oh boy, this is gonna be a mess because I'm fire primary. That means the stupid clone's gonna have the dumb frickin' the stupid smoke power. Ew. Alright. Got a tank. I presume that's gonna be... Oh, Bio Battle Axe. Okay. Given that they look like an orc, I kind of like assumed willpower or invulnerability. Man, this is... I am not worried that this isn't forming up to that fast. Usually positrons fill up fairly quickly. Nope. Got Sentinel, fire, fire electric. Yep. Honestly, I'm somewhat surprised I even got this character name. That seems like kind of generic enough that somebody would have gathered it up by now. Well, we can hope these other two people are support. Dark, dark. Okay. A respectable combination. Oh, somebody has the, holiday hack, or holiday blaster. Oh boy. Alright, so we got one more spot. Hopefully we can get that filled. Alright. Oh boy, another blaster. Ice, 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 okay. You see what? Alex bio armor, okay. Oh boy. Okay, this should be interesting. Alright. Give away the leadership so that everybody has their powers. We have 2 tanks, a brute for aggro control. We have 3 damage focus characters and me. Well, in the very least, I think I... So I know the minus res procs don't stack if they both proc at the same time. However, having more than one means more uptime overall, so I will take a little bit of increased damage over sometimes the things being up at the same time. Well, if the next Marine character I get snakes, I will name Steelman. Uh-oh. We've got a tank down. Oh, okay. They had a wakey. See, this task force is going to be rough right up until the clones. And then the clones are going to fall over immediately because they won't have any buffs. Yep. So, Snakes, I don't think you've... I don't know that you are aware about the character cloning in City of Heroes, are you? I don't think you've been around for me to, like, kind of explain that. Have you? Because it's kind of a nifty little thing, that technology that they came up with. Okay, so late into... This is an MMO, so late into the game, they came up with a set of mobs, like a way for the game to know what character you're playing and actually clone a version of your character as an NPC. So, at the end of this set of missions, there will be 8 bosses, all of which are copies of our character's abilities. So, like, he'll have all of my attacks. Or, well, not all of them. He will have... It will be a preset thing of attacks from these sets of powers that I have. But it's typically most of the good ones. Yes, it was a pretty neat thing. It's really cool technology that they implemented, and I wish more MMOs would actually end up being capable of doing that. It came late enough into the game's life that they couldn't quite leverage it as well, to its fullest extent. But there's actually a couple of really cool missions in it, or that use it. Oh, I'm not the team lead. Like, there is one where... There's one set of missions, Villain Side, where somebody clones you and you fight an army of your own clones. Like, you will have a full, like, 8 or 9 of your exact duplicate that you have to fight at once. It's one of the cooler missions in the game. I should have did that when I was leveling Red Side. Well, where it gets really insane is if you take a class called Mastermind into that set of missions, because Masterminds are a pet-based class, and each of them have up to 6 pets that they can summon. So you'll have your clones summoning a set of pets of their own. You know, someday, when I level, when the RNG gives us Mastermind, I will go Red Side and do that arc and show it off. Just for the insanity that is having a Mastermind on that. It's hilarious. Oh boy. Oh god. I'm getting beat up by a giant robot thing. You not. Just stay held. Come on. Get zapped. Stupid endurance draining robots. I better activate Domination, but like, This character is called a Dominator, which I will give you time to make your jokes, Snakes. Make the domination joke. I know you want to. Well, okay, Snakes, I guess you're not gonna do the thing. But, what this character's... Exactly. Exactly. But, what this character's main job is that I'm supposed to lock down enemies. So, these red attacks, this is a AoE immobilize. I can immobilize a group of enemies. And this other one is a hold, where I can lock something down so that it cannot attack at all. So, if I'm being good at my job, I'll take this boss level tune, or this boss level enemy, and I will put my hold on it enough that it can attack at all. And then the other attacks I have, they're just they're damage. So I am a crowd control damage class. I kinda mix range plus melee attacks. But as I level up, I'll get some more potent controls. I'll get an AoE hold that has a pretty long recharge, so it's not broken, and then an AoE stun, which is kind of like a hold, except for another class, so I can't stack everything up easily. But then I have a buff power that has a pretty long cooldown that will allow me to double the effectiveness of my controls. So I get a super mode for a couple of minutes that will allow me to lock down groups a lot easier. Yes, I do like this a lot more than Left 4 Dead 2. In that, I hate Left 4 Dead 2. I got a new power of my choice. Huh. How much does that do? It ain't all that much. Oh wait, I have... Oh yes, I can put in my... Oh, there, flash fire. It's not so much that I'm not a fan of first-person shooters. I like first-person shooters. It's just that Left 4 Dead's a bad first-person shooter. Need to find... That's for plus damage. But, it could be that I just don't like Left 4 Dead 2. As I've said before, you could talk me into trying Left 4 Dead 1 again. I might like that a bit more. I've always been told that Left 4 Dead 1 was better than 2 anyway. Oh god, I have so much crap. fix my bars here. And then, I do not... That game does not look like my sort of game. 100% does not look like my sort of game. That looks like the thing I will have fun with maybe once and then be bored with forever. Need find fire orb. Like even like yes, you're gonna troll Grump and make Grump furious. That's what you do. It's just even if I were to play that sort of game, those aren't. Even if I were to play that sort of game seriously, they're just not my sort of game. In a general sense. Alright. We got our fire orb friend again. But, uh-oh. Oh boy. Where did that come from? I'm held. I have... Come on, stop missing. I need you to stop missing. Yes, I know you're going to annoy them. That's what you do. Especially when you're drunk. Alright. So I think... Oh, you stupid... Dumb hordlings. Damage. That. Alright, stun. Kind of damage are you? Be on the ground to activate flash fire. That ticks of like 31 damage. Oh. Out of endurance again. Oh, I don't have my AoE stun. That was a terrible idea. Transfer plus damage. Accuracy duration. Alright. With double XP active, the early levels go by so quickly. Oh, I hear... Oh, I found the book. Oh, come on. Give me the book. Oh boy. Oh, I ought to set up. I'm stupid. I should have set up my stat bar so that you could all see my stats. I'll do that at the end of the task force. I'm very stupid and mostly retarded. But, here. Our damage bonus. I'll at least put the damage bonus up so that you guys can see when my thing procs. Yep. But to kind of explain, every class has their own set of gear called archetype enhancements, and they kind of have they have unique effects. So one of the things that mine does is that the Dominators will do is that they I have one that summons a fiery orb that will just kind of do damage. The other one will buff my damage when I use the power. But it's not a guaranteed thing. It's like once 3 times a minute, I think, is the proc rate for the damage one. And I think I'm gonna save my stun when this ambush comes. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh, I don't have enough domination. Crap. Okay, well, I'm gonna use it now. Oh. Endurance bars. Empty. Red. High level, 17 yet. Oh, there we go. I died. And not high enough level to, the first video I played... I know it was an SNES game that I emulated. Because my first, experience with video games was all like emulation on the SNES 9X. I think it was the best one at the time, which should tell you how long ago. But I think the earliest one I remember playing a lot, like, first game I remember beating was Final Fantasy IV. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going in for it. It's Final Fantasy IX. After replaying 9, I think from like objective measures, I think it has to be 9. I think it has the best combination of character development and gameplay that, like, there might be Final Fantasies that have better stories. There might be some that have better gameplay that I can't think of any. Oh, shut up, Sneaks. That's a little hard to say. Property. Wonder if I can make that a little color. Yep. I probably should just hospital. And I take issue with people calling Final Fantasy IX a furry game. Zidane's really not that. He has a tail. And the rest of him's just fleshy. Well, everybody's in there already. He has a tail. That's about it. The only furry character, I think, and that is Freya. And after having replayed it, Freya's kind of the worst character in the... weakest character in the game. Her story arc's okay. It's pretty short, though. It doesn't quite develop all that much. Not that... Like, what she has is all really good. It's just that once Burmesia's over, she doesn't do much. Which was really, character-wise, my only complaint in the game. Well, that and the armor. Amaranth not getting a whole lot of development because he's not with the team all that long, but still, what he gets is really good. Okay. But like... Oh yeah, the Quina's side story stuff. Like, Quina as a character is really good. Like, again, I just replayed this game, so it's fresh in my mind. Like, Steiner has amazing character development. Like, Vivi's the best. Vivi is hands down the best character of the game. That's not even close, but like, Steiner is... You can make arguments for Steiner as the second. Like, you can see that you can see the shades of him not being all as bad as what he seems at the outset, because he's antagonistic to the main character. Like, you can see that if he respects you, he will be very pleasant to you. It's just that he doesn't like Zidane because Zidane is a thief, which, as a knight, is kind of understandable. But, like, his interactions with Vivi at the start of the game are all he is very much nice to Vivi. And, like, all of Steiner's interactions with Vivi are the most respectful stuff that he does. And it's really kind of adorable. Like, from the outset, Steiner has nothing but respect for Vivi because Vivi is an effective black mage, and Steiner lets him know that several times, even early on. That, and when the two go to the air shrine and, like, Vivi starts to get blown back, so he has to follow behind Steiner. That's a wonderful moment. I better save domination for the bosses. Oh, I'm stunned. Oh, here comes the ambush from behind. Oh, there goes my toggles. If they weren't terrible, I'd press Domination now, just for the endurance, but I don't want to do that. I want to save that. Oh, one more. Alrighty. Fire is so endurance hungry. And yeah, let's use the big stun on this group. And proceed to miss everything. Let's turn on the toggles, because I'm going to level here soon in a moment anyways. Yes, you should very much play Final Fantasy IX. I've actually been... she's on a hiatus right now because she got a new job, but one of the people that come in here occasionally, Nemariel, she's been streaming Final Fantasy X and re-seeing the story. I do have a couple of problems with it now. Like, re-examining it, there's a couple of things. Auron's a jerk. Auron is outright, like, if he had always planned on having Titus go to Spira, that guy should have been training Titus in combat from day one. But so these are our clones, snakes. Did you see? They're off color because they're like supposed to be shadowy apparitions. But oh my, I don't have my stun up. But they are, there's 8 of them. They are exact clones of our character designs. They have all of our power, or they mimic a lot of our powers. And these ones are dying incredibly quickly because we don't have support characters. All of our characters are tanks and DPS. That fight can either be the easiest face roll thing in the game, or one of the hardest things I've encountered in any game, depending on your team composition. Like, that is one of the few things I've ever seen that has such a wide berth in how easy to hard it is. Like, when I was testing this on beta back in the day, we had a team of fully IO'd out, or fully setted out, equipped characters. Like, we had people on their mains, completely equipped out, and we could not beat it because the 8 people we had were just the, sort of right team composition to completely screw us over. It was rough. But, like I said, it is a cool encounter. I just wish, like, sometimes certain support sets would not be god tier in it. Like, I did this on another character the other day, and it took us half an hour to get through them all, because we had... Which one? Hang on. Yes. Yes, Snakes, I am sorry. Auron is cool, but he's kind of a dick. He like... He can't quite get past the whole... Best theme. Can I cheat and say a Squaresoft game that isn't Final Fantasy but is still an RPG? Because I think the best character theme in all of Square Enix is Frog's theme from Chrono Trigger. Ooh, hey, fusion. Enhancements. Put that. Cinders. Right, let's have the need that. Need to learn. Stamina. Miracle in there. Ascendancy of the Dominator. Gonna go in there. It's gonna go in there. Enough. Annihilation. Alright, so I need... Oh, maybe? Oh. Combat jumping. Combat jumping. Fence. Oh, you're... Shield wall. Okay, in Final Fantasy... I'm gonna have to go with Celeste's theme because it's the opera. And that opera scene's great. Dude, if we ever got a proper remake of 6 that didn't screw up the gameplay and just gave us the outright just gave us the gameplay with some balance changes. Make Sabin's blitzes not key off his magic attack, thanks. And good voice acting and good graphics, I'd be in for that. As long as they didn't, like, turn it into some dumb action RPG like they've done with 7. Not that 7's all that bad, but... not that I think the 7 remake's, like, bad mechanically. I just think that it's not a good remake. I think changing it into a changing it into an action RPG was kind of meh. Anyways, it's about 7 o'clock. We're not gonna get into anything. We're not gonna get into anything that's gonna last 20 minutes. So we're going. On one hand, the train suplex is a funny meme. On the other, it was a bug, so it probably shouldn't have... Like... Have him do it in a cutscene. Like, have him do that in a cutscene after you kill the boss. That's where I would, that's where I would come down on it, because I don't think you want to do that in the fight. But having him, like, full-face stop the Phantom Train and flip it off the tracks as a cutscene, that would be cool. But yeah, I have issues with the Final Fantasy VII Remake on a lot of axes. I think dragging it out into 3 games is horrible. Especially because they're not going to keep with the ending. They're going to do some stupid time bull crap, so that Aerith can be alive at the end, everybody can be happy, and Zack can be alive, and Aerith can be alive, and we're just gonna redo the ending. That's the thing I fear the most. Because they can't just remake it. They're gonna have to do their super special fanfic ending where everybody lives. Honestly, I haven't heard the music from it. I don't play a lot of games with sound on anymore. I'm too busy having YouTube on in the background. But anyways, as I said, about 7 o'clock, we're going to call it a day here. Yeah, it's almost dinner time, and I'm not gonna get into anything for 10 minutes of game time. So thank you everybody who came by. I will see you at least next Saturday, because we'll be back with more City of Heroes on Saturday, more leveling of our Fire Dominator. And we got 17 levels in 2 hours. That's pretty good. Maybe Pawsey will be the weekly strike target, and we'll get a whole bunch of levels. I'm not quite sure. It's Numia this week. I don't know. It might be Impex. But we'll do something next week. And I don't know about Batman on Wednesday. Like I said, I do have a chore to do, so I'm gonna go try and do that. I don't know what time I'll be home, but hopefully, thank you everybody for coming. I hope to see some of you next Saturday at least. Have a good day and have a good week.